so
You do have
trustworthy.
the lighting in here looking very snuff filmish.
Yeah. I asked if you guys wanted the chandelier on.
Yeah, I was.
I'm actually impressed with the lighting, to be
I want to
honest.
hold the pillow like this so everybody thinks I have a boner the entire time.
Thanks.
Like, are you listening to motivational music?
Is that the black Zig Ziglar?
My new mixtape.
It's like, damn.
Man, just listen to music. It's like, you are a gangster.
It was busy, so it brought out the gangster came out of me a little bit. Anyway.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the HeleyCast. My two guests are local, probably big time now. At least Killough is. I don't know about you, Adrian. How are you doing?
Jesus, man.
You got a special out yet?
No, I don't.
All right, back to Brandon. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I did listen to your special. I actually enjoyed it. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That was
appreciate
awesome.
it. You were telling me about the poor sound quality.
The audio is the only issue I have.
It is my first self-produced special, and I pretty much did not spend any money making it. So that's good. And just getting it out there.
For what you told me the price was for it, it's a good special.
Yeah, like $12.
Yeah. It's a good special.
It's honestly...
What kind of cameras did you shoot
money.
with it? iPhones?
iPhones, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you used.
And we did have the audio for the booth.
Okay.
Like we had it mic'd, so it should have.
You can
I
hear.
think somewhere in the editing process, like the quality when it compressed it from the original audio file, I think it
is what it
dampened
is.
it a little bit, but that's fine.
Do you have the audio? Could you release it as like a?
I feel like between Andrew Rose and Justin C, they might have the audio still, guys. Maybe
Turn it into like an album or
that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
something. For
I might just like the benefit of nobody being able to hear those jokes, even if they watched it on YouTube, is I could just do it again.
That's true.
And
You call it Trap Mouse 4K.
Trap Mouse
4K
redub.
Well, I mean,
HD remaster.
if you want
The Killough cut.
if you want the audio recorded, I've been looking into how to set up for clubs and stuff to get the sound of the audience plus you as well.
I did also
So, I
stop
could always
promoting
try to
it
do
because
that.
I do a lot of Donald Trump jokes in that hour, like a lot.
I noticed.
A lot.
I was
And
actually
then
really
he
surprised.
got reelected like a day or two after I released the special.
Oh, shit.
Well, thanks, Brandon.
Was that Tuesday when he got reelected? Like,
Yeah.
so
Did you do that
He
a
started talking
Saturday?
about mass deportations.
Did you shoot that on a Saturday or a Friday?
No, God, I shot that on a Sunday, and it was like months before.
Oh no, you released it.
I
I
shot
get
that
what
on
you're
a
saying.
Sunday in August, and by the time I finally got it edited and everybody, kind of did their part to help me out, which again, they were doing it for free, so I can't complain. But by the time I got it to upload, it was like the Sunday or the Monday before that election. And then he
306 views.
Yeah, well,
Not bad.
I said, I completely stopped promoting it.
I actually did notice that.
Yeah, he was
I
talking
did.
about like mass deportations, and I was just like, I'm brown. I'm not gonna chance it. I'm not gonna play that game. We'll just pocket this for maybe 4 years. I might not.
I still have one.
I might not release the uncut audio or reshoot that for another 4 years.
I still have your Carlos Mencia set. I stumbled across it the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So he
Man.
did it. It was professionally it's professionally done. It's nice.
I'd like to have that just to see it, but I was
I
so
wanna see
green
it.
back then.
Oh,
like,
dude, it's shot like when you go watch like.
How long ago was that?
3 years?
Because
3 years.
okay, your special
maybe
was 7
4.
months ago, and then
So 2 years. It'd be 2 years. So it was in
No, I
2023.
still think it's 3.
2.5,
maybe
3
4.
years.
We went there in 2023.
Are we talking about the Vegas
It
trip?
was the same year that I went to Vegas.
We went to. It was when he went.
That's 2.5
God,
years.
Can I go back? I was just fucking winning.
I'm pretty sure that was
right
about
there.
2.5 years or so.
That was such a funny night. Just because my favorite moment was just when we were in the green room
Yeah.
and they asked Kayvon. They're like, "Hey, what would you like to drink?" And he's like, "Can I get Jameson on the rocks?" And then he comes back. They
fucking bottle of Jameson and
a
ice
whole
chest.
bag, a whole ice chest.
Holy
Like,
shit.
Another ice chest with all.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I mean, God, the steak dinners.
I just like also when they told you
separate comped rooms in the casino. Like,
I like when they told you how much they were paying you, like you had not heard how much they were going to pay you, but they were like, "Are
is
you
that
okay?"
And I'm just like, oh yeah, that's fine.
That's amazing.
It's pretty standard. Yeah, that's good.
Off mic, I'm gonna ask you how much you made off mic, but
Yeah.
That's
But
awesome.
she asked it as if he. She asked it though
for the stupid jokes you did.
Oh yeah, no, especially
You know,
like, man, now it would still be stupid, but it would be like slightly more understandable. I was so
Green or
like
did great. It's a
I was
great
so
set.
inexperienced. I mean, thank you. I appreciate that.
to me, you weren't green back then either. You were experienced
memory
still.
of it is I've definitely not only written far better jokes than I did that night by this time, or like some of those jokes I'm still doing, but they've evolved into something like way better, and like my stage presence is way better now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
even if it was a solid set, like if you put this Brandon's mind in that Brandon's body, I'm
Yep.
gonna go out there and fucking murder. Like, I would have.
I just remember I got to introduce him on that show, so I
Were
got
you
to,
a feature or
no, they just gave me the mic and they're like, "Hey, you can
MC?
MC
That's
this,"
dope.
and it was cool because it's like stadium style seating, so all like auditorium, like it goes all the way up, and of course people were there to see Carlos, so it was a pretty packed place. But my voice has never been so loud. I just remember getting on there and just being like,
I'd say out of the 2,500 capacity, they had like 2,300.
It's insane.
Wow. This was the Vegas show?
No, this was
River,
Tulsa.
River Spirit Casino in Tulsa.
Tulsa, yeah.
Okay, so Mencia was in Tulsa. What was the Vegas? That was the cellar, right?
Comedy Cellar. Yeah.
Okay. And what was that part of? That was
Othello. He won
I
Othello's
won
comedy.
The
Othello's
Othello's,
Comedy
okay.
Classic. Yeah.
Was that 2022 when you won?
it had to have been.
Yeah. Sounds right.
So okay, so it was you 2022. Who's 2023 then?
Cepeda?
Damn it, Adrian.
No.
Yeah.
Shit. You know, I forgot I made you a leather book. A leather joke book.
I thought he was going to be like, your mic has been unplugged. This
Yeah,
entire
No.
That's the face he made.
I made you a leather joke book and I didn't bring it with me.
No, it was definitely Cepeda because he got sent to California. It was like the Sacramento Festival or something like that.
Then who? Okay, so last year Cepeda won. I thought.
No, Cepeda wasn't in it last year. He didn't. It was Cody Troutman won.
Cody Troutman won this year.
Okay, so then last year was Cepeda, and the year before that was me.
It was you,
Yeah.
and then before that was Hamza.
Yeah,
So-
So you were 23.
So 2024 was Troutman.
Yeah. No, 2025. was
2025.
Troutman.
Okay, yeah, it does happen at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
2025 was Troutman. 2024 was, so I was 2023, really?
You were 23.
Wow.
It's been
God.
2 years? 3
Wow.
years? Going on 3 years?
That makes me feel a little bit better about my progress.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was putting a whole extra year in there. Like, I didn't do shit.
Brandon's still living in a different part of 2024.
Right. No. Any plans on another special, or what about you, Adrian? You gonna do a special, or
I like producing.
You like producing?
I have stuff that I've recorded. I actually recorded a special like 2.5 years, maybe it was like 3 years ago. And it's great, but now I won't ever release it because I don't tell any of those jokes. I don't.
Right.
I don't know. I like producing. I
being
like-
behind the
yeah,
scenes?
there's a lot of talent out there. There's a lot of good individuals that have unique stuff to their styles of comedy and be able to take that and just blend it into a show. It's fun.
That's kind of where I'm at with all my podcasting equipment. I'm just kind of producing more than anything. I'm still writing comedy, a lot of racist Jewish jokes.
Well, of
Typical
course, it's
me,
you.
you know.
Yeah,
But I
Daniels.
also attack the Palestinians too. You gotta keep it even.
You
I
know,
walked
you
away
don't
from politics,
have
man.
to attack anybody. But I do have, I've got a second special ready to go. Like, I have
Fuck yeah.
a completely different hour, none of the same jokes.
That's wild.
It's called Men in Black.
It is not.
I was like, holy shit.
No.
Breaking news.
There's actually a couple different titles that it might be called. But I'm just waiting on the right opportunity. You know what I mean?
Right venue, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, something. It's got to be something big. Like
the club was nice to
know
do.
what I mean?
It
Like
was a
doing-
good venue to do it.
Yeah, doing it. Headlining Bricktown Comedy Club for the first like actual like not like some local one-off thing. Like actually headlining was that's a big event, and there were over 200 people in the house. That's worth shooting.
Yes.
Even if the sound
No, I didn't mean to be critical about it. That was the only thing.
Trap Mouse on YouTube, he's not saying you can't hear the jokes at all. Just some of them are difficult to hear.
It's a little difficult. Yeah. Other than that, it's a good special. I liked it.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. And
listen, the only quality I had any control over was the quality of the jokes, ladies and gentlemen.
Out of curiosity, who did produce it?
Andrew Rose filmed it.
Okay.
And Justin C. Russell edited it.
Okay, nice.
Edited it. I live in an anemone.
Say Andrew Rose filmed that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it was supposed to be Nick Campbell and David Steele, but I guess they double booked or something like that.
Was it Andrew Rose or One Rose Productions?
I guess both. I don't know. I don't want to not credit his production company.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Rose Productions?
One Rose.
One Rose.
Like
he's doing big things too. He's
he
making
just moved
jokes.
I think he moved to Texas.
Did he move to
Texas?
Texas?
I think so.
He moved to like Waco or something, or Plano. I think Plano. I don't know. He moved to Texas.
One of those
Not the Austin area like everyone else.
I want to say Plano.
He'll be back in 6 months.
Or he'll be.
You say that, but I mean, Chandler Roan is still in Austin, isn't he?
Who?
Chandler?
Roan. We miss you.
We do.
Chandler running forever.
I guess he's doing well. Liz is down in Austin too.
Crushing.
Right? Have you seen her do Kill Tony at all?
I mean, yeah, I've seen like clips and stuff. I watch everybody's like minute if a name that I recognize pops up on there. I'm not, I don't like. I'm not subscribed. I'm not watching every week.
I'm not either. I only do it for the panel now. I like.
If there's certain people on the panel.
Yeah. The panel is the fun part.
Shane Gillis, Adam
Soder.
Ray, Dan
I like
Soder,
Dan Soder a lot. Can't even.
Dan Soder probably has my favorite panelist moment. Where
can't even finish a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Get away from me, white devil.
Exactly. With the Heidi's.
No snow bunnies over here.
That was probably. I agree. That was it. That was a good one for Soder.
Of course, Gillis. Of course,
Ray.
Fucking Harlan Williams. Yeah, Adam Ray.
Adam Ray. I mean, those.
When they did the Biden Trump thing, that was pretty amazing. I mean, to stay in character for people. To stay in character that long.
The amount of beers Shane was drinking too, just to stay.
I feel like the more beer you drink, the better
he gets.
Your Trump impression would become, because
he does have a very 9 beers deep kind of cadence to the way he talks.
Shane breaks a few times on Kill Tony. He goes way too into it.
Adam Ray's done the Dr. Phil thing for so long.
Dr. Phil is good.
Like he's used to doing like characters like that, but like, man, I feel like that'd be kind of hard, especially like imagine like if me and you on like the show, just like, oh, we're gonna play characters.
I was gonna ask you guys, what characters would you play
for Game of Roast?
Or just Game of Roast, or just kind of like
for Game of Roast. I mean, I would have to play.
Are we picking Game of Thrones characters?
It would have to.
That's
the only thing that makes
I'll
sense.
do Littlefinger.
It makes sense for you.
Makes sense. Huh?
I'll just with a Corliss Valerian. I'll just spray a bunch of fucking like white temporary dye in my hair. So.
We both just come as Varys.
I cut my balls off for this.
Just us in Boldcast being like, well, the Game of Thrones shall be played a different way. That'd be fun.
Grey Worm. I cut my balls off.
Just as not even considering Game of Roast, but just like as kind of like what Shane or Adam Ray do, who would just anyone who would you
the
pick?
Ghost of Richard Pryor would be fun. It would be fun.
That would actually be. That's good.
Rodney Dangerfield in Top Gun.
Bill Cosby. I feel like it's always fun to take the piss out of that piece of garbage.
Would you be in the wheelchair? Or are you going to do the lovable dad?
Later years. Yeah, you have to be later years Cosby.
You have to be.
No,
you have to do piece of shit Cosby. We can't love you.
Fresh out of prison on a technicality, Cosby.
You going to wear the foggy contacts too?
Yes. I want to look I want to be him at his. If I'm going to do the impression, it's going to be to shit on him. I have to be him at his absolute
Shave
worst.
your
Like
head.
Deathbed Cosby.
Shave your head,
Carrying
put
around
a
a
little
thing of
gray in
pills.
it.
Yeah. Diddy's former lawyer. I think. I don't even know what he looks like or sounds like. I think it would just be fun to play off.
I didn't read much into it, but I saw the headline about the Diddy case.
Yeah, about his lawyer dropping the case.
Well, no, there was one. Apparently, one
Is
of the
it
girls.
dropped now?
No, his lawyer
Wants it dropped.
No, his lawyer dropped him as a client. He's no longer representing.
Oh, fuck.
And this is the guy that defended Osama bin Laden in 20.
What?
Yeah. So, you know.
Okay,
so
that's
he's
fucked.
guilty.
That
He's
didn't
fucked.
weigh
He's
too much
fucked,
on
bro.
his conscience. He was able to do that and see that through to
Too
its
much
finish.
baby lube.
But whatever he found out about Diddy that we don't already know was too much.
Well, there was
And
one.
He
had to
set
back out.
Kid Cudi's car on fire, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or was it
allegedly.
Christmas?
Allegedly.
Was
No,
it Kid
when
Cudi's
I
Christmas?
don't
He
know
showed
if it
up
was
too.
the same incident, but I did read in like an article that
Allegedly, he went over to someone's house and had
it was Kid Cudi. I don't
Was
know
it
if it was
Cudi?
the same incident that he set this car on fire and blew his car up. But yeah, it said he went into his house on Christmas and opened his family's presents. That is a fucking
including the kids' presents.
villain.
Bro,
I saw,
holy shit!
This man is evil.
I saw an article though, but apparently one of the women said that like in the freak offs, like when they would have like the orgies, that they would notably dress up like NBA or athletes. So they would dress.
Well, did
up
you
like
hear about the
notable-
LeBron news and him? I don't know if it's real, but I saw it on TikTok that like him and LeBron did the dirty.
Well, he was just saying that people were dressing up as athletes. How do
So-
we know that was LeBron? That could have been some
It
other
could
tall,
have.
balding man.
You might be.
I mean, say what you will about what you're into, but I just don't see a scenario where someone's like, "Hey, so you're gonna be Rodman, and I'm gonna be Malone. We're gonna." I'm just like, that's wild. Do they?
Then we're gonna bang.
Yeah, do you think they have the jerseys?
Oh god.
They have the authentic
Yeah,
jerseys
oh, it's Diddy. They absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like,
this
signed.
from the year. Yeah.
This could discredit any wrongdoing any athletes supposedly did at the white parties. If the costume was convincing enough, they might not have been there.
Do you remember when?
What if
Diddy
they were there, but they were wearing their uniforms? So Diddy made it seem like he made the escorts wear the uniforms when it really was LeBron, Kevin Durant, and all those guys. Hmm?
Oh, KD definitely did that.
Oh yeah, KD, Diddy.
You guys remember what? God, I want to say it was like 4 something years. It was a while back ago, but it was when Diddy was going through like the streets dressed as the Joker.
Oh god, horrifying
Like,
footage.
horrifying moment.
footage.
Just I think didn't he go up to
Tyler the Creator.
Tyler the Creator,
who
he
is
was-
already a nuisance and a hooligan and a crazy person, and he wanted no parts of that shit. To scare Tyler the Creator, I'm
think I
telling you,
remember
this dude is
this.
a fucking villain, man.
Dude.
He's a super villain. Like,
So what you think he's another Epstein type of person? Like
yeah. What do you mean? Like,
I mean, it's pretty convincing.
it's
that
very
he's
convincing.
guilty.
I'm not. I'm just asking the question. I completely
he's like
think it's a
the
CIA.
Epstein that like
psyop
cast
thing.
an evil shadow over the heart of the hip hop community for decades. He's the hip hop evil Epstein. Well, they're both evil. He's the hip hop Epstein.
Right.
It's terrible.
I just like how 50 Cent keeps trolling it as much as he can.
It's all terrible. They're all terrible people. And yes, he deserves to die, and I hope he burns in hell, to quote Samuel L. Jackson.
Would you go to his parties?
Fuck no.
Would I go to whose parties?
Diddy's parties.
Are you fucking out of your mind?
I'm just wondering.
Knowing what we know
Hey,
now?
I went. No,
Somebody
your
rubs
ass
some
though,
baby
it's
hey,
oil on you
without
and all of a sudden
knowing,
you're paralyzed?
say okay.
Hell
Say
no.
you were invited to one of his parties.
Well, nobody knew then, so of course
Right.
you're gonna say yes. Like if
Wait,
Diddy
that's
came
what I'm
up-
saying. Would you go?
I don't know, man.
I'm just not a party person. I wouldn't
I
go.
don't know. No, like, so.
See, I'm just not that type of person. I don't like people.
I
so
would
like,
love to go to like
this is
a rich
the
person's
most.
party, but honestly,
You gotta watch out now.
and there were signs.
Yeah.
There were pretty big red flags that, I mean, they were calling them freak offs. If I have like a rich best friend, and he's like, hey, you want to come to my party? Hell yeah, I want to go to your party at your big ass mansion in the Hamptons.
yeah, we can freak off.
Never mind. Did you just fucking say what I think you said? Absolutely not. Yeah, I'll come to your party. I'm not coming to your freak off, bro. Like, I don't want to
Come on, man.
see your balls or nothing. Like, what's happening? What do you mean freak
It's just
off?
a normal Hollywood thing.
That's not.
I mean, we've lost a lot of rappers.
You want to be Batman, man?
I don't want to be Batman's man if that's what you're saying. It sounds like that's what you're saying.
No, I didn't.
Freak off.
You know Joe Rogan's joke, like, if your daughter, the Weinstein whole incident, like, if your daughter, you would be mad.
Who's Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan, the podcaster, the comedian.
The guy from UFC?
Yeah, the UFC guy. The bald one, not the one with hair.
It is crazy, though, how many, like, rappers or rappists we've lost.
Oh, don't.
Like, he hates that word. He hates that word, but I'm like, that's what you call it.
Woo!
Like, I'm sorry, but...
Sorry, dude. That's actually good. That's adding to my vocabulary now.
Oh my God, what was his name? Who's the one who went?
Rappist.
The one who did the Space Jam song? R. Kelly. Rappist.
Not a rap. Rapist, not rapist.
Yeah, he rapped and a rapist. He's a rapist.
He was an
Diddy?
R&B singer. It's not the same thing.
I mean, how many rappers
He
have
was the
like?
Pied Piper of R&B.
Where?
Let's say, I mean, like I saw a thing the other day about Jared Leto. You remember that guy?
Yeah.
He's got like 9 accusations, and I'm like, yeah, he looks.
That checks out.
Zion Williams has an
Checks out.
accusation.
Oh yeah, I forgot
out.
about the Zion Williams thing.
Sad.
That is sad. I
When he
believe
blew
him.
a shoe, he fucking...
I believe him.
Remember that when his shoe literally just exploded in the middle of a...
College, right?
Yeah.
Just like his NBA career.
It was a tournament.
Yeah.
I remember when he
Yeah.
was out. Wasn't he at Duke? I think he was.
Was it
Like,
Duke or
when
Kentucky?
it was, yeah, maybe.
Duke. No, it was Duke.
Yeah, that's when his shoe exploded.
It was a Paul George shoe. That's why it was such big news here in OKC, because Paul George was
over
here.
blowing people's boots up.
hashtag overrated.
Yeah.
Hey, hashtag this is our fucking year, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about tonight?
Thunder up. We better win this game.
Just
We
started
have to win
14
this
minutes ago, so
Do we got
hopefully.
a score?
game. We
check
can get one. Shit.
Yeah, I was about to say. Checking it live on the podcast. What is
Everybody just...
it? Everyone doesn't care.
It's
12-11 Pacers right now. First quarter.
1 point.
Yeah.
Ain't shit.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
I hope we win in 6.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to do Game 7 part, like BYOB here in the
If
big
they're-
room for Game
I think
7.
it will
Good,
go
okay.
7 games because it being smaller market towns, the NBA wants to get as much money as they can out of it.
They've been
And
pretty transparent
kinda how
about fiddling with shit to
Well, they
draw
sent the-
out these series.
They sent the extender in last
yeah,
game,
exactly.
so-
Like, come on, man. Like,
What's his name? Frost or
I don't remember. I just
something
remember
like
him
that?
being like, "Yeah, whenever it looks like it's gonna be a sweep, they call me." Like, dude, come on.
His face was all over the Twitter or X all that
People
night.
are literally expressing concerns about it being rigged, and you're just gonna be like, "I mean, we lightly rig it." we
I do think it will go to Game 7.
yeah.
I really do want to see Oklahoma City because it's like, for instance, if we win tonight and then go to Indiana and then there's a Game 7, that means there's a potential chance that the Thunder would win it here in OKC. And I'm like, that'd
It's
be
always
Yeah, I
better
mean,
to
I-
have it won here.
It's just very important for us to win tonight because then if we do go to Indiana and they just like come alive and destroy us,
doesn't matter.
Then we can just come home and finish the job.
Who do you think would win in a game, 2012 lineup or this year's lineup?
This year's.
This year's much more defensive team.
And just like
You have Caruso.
Chemistry-wise,
Caruso
too, I
is-
think.
a better balanced team.
Yeah.
Like, you
The
know
team-
what I mean?
This chemistry.
We might not have like any one weapon except for maybe SGA that's like
the
comparable to some of our weapons back then, but like the
The
talent
big-
is more evenly spread. I feel.
We'll say on this Thunder team, everybody understands their role. There's nobody out there on the team being like, "Oh, I'm going to be the one doing all the points." I'm doing
Except for sometimes in the fourth quarter
The
where they
di-
fall the fuck
the
apart.
difference is
that's when SGA
Or
has to be like,
overtime.
"I got this." Okay.
the difference is 2012 Thunder was me ball and 2025 Thunder is
team
we
basketball.
ball.
Yeah, it's team
Like,
basketball.
that's-
me ball and we ball.
I mean,
Who
think about
balls?
Kevin Durant. You had 3 giant big heads on one team. You had Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Jesus Wilson, and James Harden. All 3 wanted
Yeah,
the ball
pretty
in
big
their
heads.
hands. I'm just saying. So I mean, once you got rid of, 2 out of 3.
It's wild to think that was over a decade ago.
It's wild to think we had Carmelo Anthony on our team.
We also had Paul.
I feel like
Paul George. We had trying to think of all the famous.
That's how we got
Thunder players.
SGA because of Paul George.
Yeah.
So thank you, Paul George,
Thank
for
you, Paul
We
George.
got
asking for a
SGA
trade.
and a shitload of draft picks.
I remember when we first picked up Melo, and basically everybody was like, "But why?"
Yeah. I was one of them. I was like, dude, come
Hoodie
on.
Melo too.
I think we needed him just for the hell of it. It was fun to make him a Thunder.
Let's also we had Chris Paul.
We needed him to provide.
Brought him back to OKC. That was cool.
They did a thing the other day on Steve Adams, and that guy in his entire career has made $223 million.
As a center,
Yeah, as this going from team to team, but to date in the NBA, he's made $223
Steven
million.
Adams is a fucking saint. I love that guy. We
From
love
his-
you here in OKC, Steve.
Drive by your mural all the time.
who do you think the next jersey retirement is going to be? Would it be an Adams? It's not going to be KD, do
Westbrook.
you think?
I think there's a fair chance Westbrook comes back.
Yeah. Well, did you not see the thing? So
As a veteran, like a veteran contract
Yeah,
1 year?
he's already deeply involved with like the development of the district that's going to go around the new skyscraper and stadium they're building. And
I
all
didn't know that.
and
Yeah.
he declined his Nuggets option,
Yeah.
so he
Yeah, I
becomes
heard that.
unrestricted free agent on June 30th. But when they beat the Nuggets got beat by them, they mic'd up what Shea said to him, and he goes, "I'm gonna get you back here."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I've heard
"Ooh."
about that. So
That'd be phenomenal. And like I said, he's already going to be deeply involved with like future development in the city. So why not move to said city?
I'm pretty sure he still has a house here,
makes
doesn't he?
sense,
Like he
yeah.
never sold his house here. I'm
I
pretty sure.
doubt it.
I mean,
Luka still has his house in Dallas,
Right.
and he just
Usually
paid 15
people,
mil.
at that level don't like just give up property.
I mean, he just
more.
dropped a cool 15 mil on that house, thinking he was going to be in Dallas for the rest of his career, and then
Right.
Nico fucked that shit up.
Isn't it crazy to think that yesterday, a year ago, is when the Mavericks
Beat
won
it?
the
Oh.
NBA Finals?
They didn't win the NBA Finals.
Last year they did.
No, they
No,
didn't.
the year before.
No, they didn't.
They didn't win last year.
No, Boston won.
Boston won. My bad. They were in the finals. My bad.
Yes.
Yeah, but got beat. But still, like I'm so dumb. I forget he's the
Luka has never won a
Lucas never got a ring.
Yeah.
It was what's his face before it. The other
Dirk.
Dirk.
That was a few years ago. That was a while back.
Now he's on my other team.
You're a Lakers fan?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
that was, yeah.
I'm a Luka fan.
You're a
That's
See,
I like
I'm
Luka.
Not a big
Just be-
Luka fan,
well-
and not a big LeBron fan either. So the last
Luka-
era of
Luka
Lakers
is literally
has been
just-
very difficult for me.
If you look on the map of my hometown in Romania, Luka is literally across the border from me. Like, it's not that far away.
Are you allowed? Are you
Luka.
supposed to be here?
Yeah, I'm 100% legal. Thank you, Barack Obama.
Are you a dreamer?
No. I just got my
just want that
I just
clip
got my
forever.
citizenship under his administration. So
Oh, man. So there was a time that ICE could broke in here and
And just
I
taking
mean,
him away.
I guess
They
yeah.
probably would have grabbed me just
just because you.
Phil Brown.
you ever watch Wayne's World when
That's so-
like when Wayne and Eric Garth is just sitting, that'd be me here like, hey.
They took Wayne. I'm afraid.
Welcome back to the Daniel Healy podcast. But,
You'd have to carry it.
I'm gonna go put us on the mic list real
all right,
quick.
go do that. Me and
Yeah.
Daniel will talk about boats. What's your
Try to
favorite
be
kind of boat?
careful around the equipment. I didn't make it easy for you to maneuver. Sorry about that.
What was the
My
last
bad.
movie you watched, Daniel?
Last movie I watched.
That wasn't a war documentary.
Fuck. I was gonna say Ken Burns' Gettysburg.
That's a good one.
It's a long one.
Have you watched World War II in color?
I started it.
So good.
I fell asleep to it. It's weird. Do you find it weird that grown men our age can fall asleep to battle, just like
I think it's because
World War II scenes
growing
and
up
just
on action movies. It's just like almost
think
like a
so?
subtle, like I fell asleep to The Matrix before. That's not a good movie to fall asleep to.
this weekend I was playing Band of Brothers.
Such
And I
a good
fell
show.
That makes
is
me
a-
cry.
You watch The Pacific? So good.
Man, I love. Is it Masters of the Air?
Yes, that's a good. Yeah,
That's a good one.
I just-
Rumor has it Spielberg and Hanks are in production or going to move forward with a Vietnam style.
Yeah.
That they're gonna have They're gonna have Air Force, Marines, and a third branch as well. Kind of like what they did with the Pacific Band of Brothers and all that.
I did watch one new one recently called Warfare. It was done by A24.
I haven't seen that one. I think is that the one that's more modern?
Yeah, it's more modern.
I've seen the commercials. That looks
so
good.
depressing. It's good, but like God, it's so depressing.
Does it hit on like the PTSD and everything?
Oh, absolutely. But like, dude, like it's just like A24. Their movies are usually pretty. They make a lot of horror movies.
A24 is fairly new, isn't it?
Yeah, they've been around for like
10
almost
years.
a decade. Yeah. But like when you watch their movies, you kind of know what they're going to kind of be.
Were they the ones that made
Civil War.
Okay, I couldn't get through it. It was just so stupid how the country was so like the map, the division.
That makes sense to me. I think
it didn't make sense to me.
A lot of people
all.
think if we have a civil war, that's going to be the North versus the South.
No. I don't think it's going to be the North or the South. What I think it is, it's going to be majority of the middle of the country, southern East Coast, like Virginia down, and then you have the northern East Coast. You have a few northern middle states like Minnesota, Michigan, whatnot, Wisconsin, and then you have the whole West Coast. That's how I imagined it. But they had the Republic of Texas, the Republic of California.
You really should finish that movie. It's very good.
Okay, but
it's
my favorite character I heard dies. The president. I like the actor.
What movie?
Nick Offerman dies.
I like it. Nick Offerman.
Oh, of course you do.
What's wrong with Nick Offerman?
No, I love Nick Offerman. I'm just saying.
I like him. I like him in Parks and Rec.
Beard, you were basically trying to be Nick Offerman.
I like him from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec is like one.
No, I love Nick Offerman.
Circling back real quick to thank you for bringing up my beard because that brought back the whole who would we do impressions of.
Yeah.
I would try to do J.D. Vance.
I feel like he's cozying up to that couch. I feel like you could pull it off. Yeah.
Do a J.D. Vance?
Yeah.
Who would you do, Adrian? We never got you.
Like how long?
Mike Myers. I could see you as a
do a character up.
Yeah. Oh,
Adam Ray style.
Man, that's hard. Probably like Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
Alfred.
Take a page out of.
Where are you?
Take a page out of fucking
Pete Holmes.
Pete Holmes' book.
Yeah.
Batman is that's pure comedy gold.
Actually, I think if I could do anyone, man, that's hard. Like
you have the makeup artist, like everything.
Austin Powers. Yeah, baby.
Can I do whiteface?
No.
Yeah, fuck it. Can I do blackface?
At your own risk, motherfucker.
Because I was gonna say Denzel.
No,
I like Denzel.
I would just do.
I'd make a good
I'm
Denzel.
imagining Daniel as Denzel Washington. No, damn it.
I would just do the Penguin from the Colin Farrell Penguin. I just love that voice. Like
Now I just want to do a whole like comedy mic or comedy like set get up where we all dress up.
Characters talking to characters.
Yeah.
I'd do Denzel just for the hell of it, just to make it extra. If you did whiteface, I'd do blackface.
It's just the prosthetics. I got a whole like mask. Listen, all right. You gotta just.
I'm obvious. This is just a
If you
joke. I
do
would never
Denzel-
actually do Denzel.
But in reality, you could do Denzel, but you have to do it. You have to sell it completely on the voice and the mannerisms.
Yeah,
you can do an impression of a black man. You can't.
You got to do this
It's
every
a very
once in a
poor
while.
taste to dress as one. And listen, Colin Farrell is Irish, and all them prosthetics turned him into a.
Oh, you're
fucking
doing that?
Yeah,
that
the
one.
Penguin, the
I
Penguin.
thought. No, I heard Penguin.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
the
of
Colin
DeVito
Farrell.
Penguin.
No. As good as that was,
that's
as
pale,
classic
bro.
as
That's
that is,
pale. That's Watt.
As classic as that is, the new one is just so good, and the voice would just be fun to do. Like when I watched that series, incredible series, by the way. When I watched that series the first time, it took me weeks to stop.
I have yet to watch
You
it.
did do the voice quite
I
a
was
bit.
doing it constantly. I still do it a little
Yeah.
bit. Like,
They said she doesn't even have dementia anymore, Vic. Well, they said she got a Louis body. What the fuck is Louis body?
I'm just not a DC fan.
it's so good. Even if like
He likes Marvel.
you could, I mean, Batman's not in it at all, but you could like cut all the Batman ties from that story.
Which Batman?
You could take it out of Gotham
Robert
and put
Pattinson.
it in like it just if that show had nothing to do with Batman.
Are they setting more up for him, Robert Patterson?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a trilogy.
Yeah, this
Okay.
movie. So this show, The Penguin, takes place like 3 hours after the first movie.
I think the first episode starts like a
After
few
the
hours,
Riddler is in prison or whatever.
and they
Okay.
flood Gotham.
So it's like the
Okay.
remnants of everything that's going on, and all the criminals trying to occupy power now.
Yes. But if you eliminated all the connections to DC and Batman, you take it out of Gotham and throw it in fucking Chicago or New York, it still works very well just as a crime.
Kind of like a Soprano kind of.
Yes, very much so. It still works as a crime.
I'm balls deep in The Sopranos right now, so I like The Sopranos.
It's my favorite ending to a show. The
Oh
Sopranos.
man! Okay.
It's
God,
just
what?
You know why?
I don't know.
You know why? Because I've had this idea for so long.
Does he get shot?
No. Well,
It just stops
Right.
mid-sentence.
no. Like the Sopranos ending, I like because for the longest time, I've always wanted to recreate that at Othello's.
Yeah.
So just have two people sitting there, and then she starts playing "Don't Stop Believing," and then because we have enough people.
I
and the
miss
setting to
Othello's.
do
I
it.
need to. I think I'm gonna come to Othello's next week. I don't have any money, or I'd come this week, but
Well,
next week I'm gonna.
Thank you for letting us know when you're coming.
I will. Yeah.
Oh,
the food
shit,
is good.
You're gonna get whacked. Oh fuck!
It's Daniel.
Vic.
Boom.
The food is awesome down there. It's good food and good
What's your
comedy
favorite
too.
thing at
Someone
Othello's?
is murdering.
And their
there.
lasagna is super good.
Super good.
They're every time I've come there, I don't know if it's you who orders it, but some comedians always in that back room there's always a big pizza.
Oh, yeah,
and I always steal a slice regardless.
Well, that's so that like if you host Othello's, like
Mm-hmm.
you get a pizza and you get paid, and
Nice.
so but you do have.
Unless you're a selfish jerk, and then you don't get a pizza.
Well, see,
Or
you have.
get a pizza with toppings that no one else will want.
I could definitely name two comics that have had the worst pizzas in the last year.
What?
One of them is Lizzie.
Yeah.
She had the worst pizza. And
What
then
was the
Matt
pizza?
Sigmund had the worst one.
Hold
I've
on,
ever
what
had.
were the pizzas?
Lizzie had,
Anchovies or something?
It was just all vegetables, no cheese. I think mild sauce or like barely sauce on it. So it was just bread and vegetables.
Yum.
And then, but Matt stepped it up, and I didn't think he could do it, but he goes, "Yeah, give me a pepperoni pizza with extra anchovies." And
People really do that?
oh, dude,
Or
he
was
sat
he
there-
trolling?
He ate that like crazy. My favorite part was Tyler Barris came up. He goes, "All right, I'm gonna give it a chance." He takes one bite, then he just goes, "Nope." But like Justin C made it through 2 bites, so it was.
Justin C makes a lot of jokes about eating ass. So
I don't know if I could eat anchovies.
They're so gross.
I thought you were about to say I don't know if I could eat ass.
I've eaten ass. I mean, it is what it is.
But no, at Othello's though, like you have the choice to get a pizza, or you can get a chicken parm. And on Tuesdays they are buy one get one. And my favorite moment, I tell the people this all the time, but like Leo Mendez was hosting, and all the comics got there, and they're looking for the pizza, and Leo's just right there eating a chicken parm. And he goes, "Sign-ups over there," and everybody still had to do the show. No pizza. Leo got
Damn.
it was.
We're hungry.
Villain mode activated.
That's
It was
awesome.
so great.
Oh man,
It's a good move, though.
he
I
would
mean, fuck
he
it.
could be a character in Penguin.
I mean, when I used to go to Othello's, it was spaghetti or lasagna. Then they had a really rich chocolate cake there, too,
The
that I really
tiramisu.
like. The tiramisu?
Ooh, they be having some tiramisu up there.
Really?
If you ever get a chance, get the calamari.
I think I've had the calamari from
Was
there.
that was it a little
Squid.
fucking? No, I know that. Do
Oh.
they also have the little like ravioli bites? or
Yep, they have
whatever?
those too.
Ooh.
Oh,
I want some Italian food. Nah.
Yeah, now I'm like, fuck. Talking about food.
Do you know in August that will be 8 years that I've ran Othello's?
Who ran Othello's before you, or was there
James Nim.
really? Okay. 8 years of doing. Still no special, huh?
Wow, he just told you he had a special.
I'm just kidding.
I do have a
Talking now.
special. It's called the New England area, and I never released it. And I
Did you record it up in?
Oh yeah, I recorded it in Texas, and it's great. It's shot beautifully. It sounds everything, but the problem is, it's like I don't know if you have this problem, Brandon. Like you ever record something and then you go back and watch and you're like, well, fuck, why did I say it like this? I don't say it like that. Like you change the joke dramatically, like how you say and like the joke to the audience, like how you interpret it.
It has happened. Thankfully, it didn't happen during the special, but it has definitely happened on a lot of like, stuff that I record for trying to clip it out for bookings or like, oh fuck, I thought I did so well,
Yeah.
and this was gonna be such a perfect tape, and it's still good, but like I don't like I've thrown away potential like booking tapes because I'm just like I don't like the way I said that.
Well, see, like
And
with
that joke was like the crux of the clip.
Well, like with my with you have an EPK kit and stuff like that. That's the only place that footage exists because I use that. I'm like, oh, here's 4 jokes off of that, but it's shot very well. Right. But I think it clocked in at like 29 minutes, and I don't know. I'm a creative. I don't know. Are you critical of your own? Can you watch yourself do comedy?
I force myself to.
So
I don't
hard.
enjoy it. I definitely don't enjoy it.
I was impressed that you did a full hour.
Yeah.
I thought
that was hard to watch, even though I was proud of it. And
I thought it was 30 minutes, and then I tapped the screen. I was like, oh, it's a full hour.
It took me several sittings to watch my own special.
How many tapings? One?
One, yeah. Just
one taping.
Would have been awesome to get a couple runs at it, but no, just the one.
I might.
But yeah, it took me multiple viewings to get through the whole thing just because.
I meant to tell you, I did not dub it, but I used AI on your Carlos Mencia special and made it in German. So if you ever want to go out and branch out to the German market,
I mean, let's send them a tape.
I might try to start doing the production stuff. If you want to, I mean, I have the audio. Yeah. Did I tell you about my story with my new camera I got?
I don't think so.
So
you haven't talked to me since you replaced me as the Highness, and
I replaced you with me as the Highness.
I know.
That's all. I'm sober now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't do
7 kids, man.
Yeah.
7. That is.
I mean, she's Latin, so it probably happened. That's not going well, by the way. That's probably not going to continue on.
Oh no.
The Highness and Boozer, I don't think is going. I don't know.
Oh God, thank God! I thought you were talking about your relationship.
No,
I was like,
no.
oh, Jesus
I thought that's where we're going.
I was talking about the podcast.
Right
Jeez,
now,
no, my relationship.
Mother of your children.
No, my
you
relationship
got you
is
Latina, and you're just like, yeah, whatever.
My relationship is strong and healthy. No, I was
awesome.
talking about the Highness and Boozer podcast. I was trying to reboot it, and I don't know.
Well, Home Depot did you
not
guys
the same
do
without me? You get.
Well, he got deported.
You cut all the culture and urbanness.
If you look into the Instagram, I still have all the culture and everything into it, and the TikTok still has it. The YouTube still has.
Ladies and
everything
gentlemen,
too.
when I suggested, because there was a time where we were.
Do you want to fire it back up?
We were pretty. Of course, I would love to.
All right,
There
I'll
was a
change the
time
logo
where
back, and we'll fire it back
Daniel
up.
and I were going very strong with the Highness and Boozer and interviewing people like.
You guys were in Tulsa and
like,
everything all the time.
And then I hit a wall called depression, and I let depression.
Fair enough, but he was like,
I stepped away from
let's
everything.
Let's just do this in my garage.
And that didn't work out.
And I don't want to do remotes anymore.
I refused to do remotes, and you know what?
Our bread and butter, and we were planning to do the brewery tour. And
now you just shit talking on me now.
No, I'm just gonna tell people the truth. I'm telling people the truth of what happened with the Highness and Boozer podcast.
Go for it.
I suggested, and this is why the Tyler thing pisses me off. I suggested that we have at sometimes a guest boozer to come and do remotes with me. I was like, we'll even get our own equipment, but let me just bring in a guest boozer just for the stuff you don't want to go do.
Yeah.
And then we'll still do the stuff at your apartment. It'll be home base or your house, whatever. And like, I'm not pushing you out of the show.
Yeah.
I just want to have a guest so that we can keep our schedule going and keep these remotes going because we were trying to monetize.
And I think I took that the wrong way.
He was livid.
Yeah.
Livid. You can't replace me. I'm not. You can't just push me out of my own show. I'm not.
Did I go that far?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then
I had a drinking problem back then too.
You held up a bank. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mad saying, hey, you can't do it. And then he replaced me. And it kicked me out of the show that I helped create.
It was really crazy because you told Brandon to go back to the field. Which was like,
I thought that was way out of line.
Yeah.
God damn.
My
alcoholic days.
Was out of nowhere. Seemed completely unnecessary.
Yeah, he also finished. It was like, have you seen Django Unchained? And I didn't get that.
Jesus Christ. Damn it.
So everybody knows it's a joke because I would fucking
murder.
Not gonna. I feel like I just signed all these legal documents. I'm not gonna say that.
Brandon, rip them up. Burn them.
We're no longer liable. Hey.
No.
All right, I'm down to reboot the Highness and Boozer. I can start something else with Tyler. I'm back.
Deboot it. You mean?
Debut it.
Do you still? I remember. The last time I ever did your show is.
Are you here in the city now?
Yeah, well, for the most part. Most of the time.
Because I
Most
remember
of the
your
time I'm down
situation.
here.
Okay.
At least during the summertime, I will be.
I'm majority in El Reno now, so
Yeah.
this can work out. If you have bookings, I
knew a
mean, you
Latino
see,
in El
I'm
Reno.
fucking.
I'm up here quite a bit.
Are you okay?
I'm going to be here Friday.
I generally
I'm
leave
one of the
my. I
panelists
generally
on the
leave
Big
my.
Rumble.
Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
I was just saying I'll be here Friday. I'm one of the panelists on the Big Rumble. I'll be here July 12th doing comedy at Bachata Under the Stars.
Okay. I mean,
Game of Roast next Friday, the 27th.
I leave
June
my.
27th.
I generally leave all this equipment just right over here, and I trust this place enough. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to do that, okay. And Tyler and I can do Healy and
Should do
Couch's
a
secret
special Game
podcast.
of Roast episode.
I don't want Adrian back on my podcast.
Oh.
Have you seen how he's acted? It's horrible.
I mean, you're the one that told me to go back in the field.
I didn't tell you bring him. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? No, you're in El Reno?
Yeah, well, fiance's in El Reno. I'm still in Stillwater because I still have a job there. So during the week, I'm there. Weekends, I'm there in El Reno getting applications. Probably going to apply at Jim Norton Toyota.
I died there.
You died.
1997. That's where I got hit by a vehicle, like in 1997. You know, over coming off of where Sunset is by Walmart and stuff. So coming down the road right there. Yes, there's a gas station. A guy ran a stop sign doing 64 and hit every part of the vehicle I was in. That's why I got
Jesus
like all these scars, like all this shit, shattered my orbital socket, all kinds of stuff. And
You really, literally died?
yeah,
For how long?
they said a minute.
What's it like?
I don't know. I woke up in a hospital 2 days later. I don't remember anything. Like
So death. That there's no such thing as the
that's what
afterlife.
I don't remember dreaming it or anything.
Or he's not going to a good place.
Or he just doesn't remember because he got knocked the fuck out.
Maybe that too.
I say if there was a heaven, door wasn't open. So like,
Ooh, no.
if you were in El Reno, you should have went to Burger Day.
Fiance went with the stepson and the kiddos. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I hear Burger Day is huge there. They also have like a lot of car shows on weekends.
It's also where the new Twisters movie, movie, the end of it takes place in El Reno.
You can see my fiance's job in a frame.
You can see local comic Kayvon.
Is he in it too?
Yeah,
He's in that movie twice toward the end. He's actually the last person that is in frame in that movie.
No shit.
Like they zoom past Glenn Powell and I forget the actress who plays the female lead.
Sydney.
Awful.
What's her face?
Lamp Bottom.
Yeah, I can't.
She has her own soap now with
No,
Squatch.
it's not Cindy Sweeney.
It's not Sydney
No,
Sweeney? I thought it
absolutely
was.
not. Anyway, they zoom past her and Glenn Powell. They're like doing the like, are they gonna kiss? And then they don't. And they zoom past them. Fucking Kayvon. Just like
right
they
there,
zoom
yeah.
past them and tighten up on Kayvon, and then the credits roll. And I was like, did that really just
All right, I'm gonna go home and watch
A whole
Twisters
other
now.
plot line to this movie was about to take place at the airport.
Allah Akbar.
And he, like his other little small cameo in the film is like minutes before that. Like it's literally minutes before that.
I want to take that, like the camera scrolling out, and then like right before it cuts, have Kayvon in it, cuts, and then all you hear is Allah Akbar, and then just words come in, and then the day after was 9/11.
He's not using As Seen on Amazon Prime as one of his credentials now. He's insane, right?
That's awesome.
Like,
Well, he's in also Tulsa King.
So Hulu and Amazon Prime. Right? Wait, no. Paramount Plus?
Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus.
Yes.
I thought Twister was on HBO.
No, Twister's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
Prime.
Yeah.
It might be on HBO
Well, I own
now.
it.
It might be.
It's
by
on
now.
it's
Yeah,
on
who
Apple
knows?
too.
Yeah.
Apple TV or whatever.
So I
So.
bought it on Apple on iTunes. So.
Anything you guys want to plug? The show's about to start.
Game of
so
Roast.
Game of Roast.
Game of Roast.
June 27th.
I'm sure you and I will have a podcast before then or during that night. So
I would absolutely be down to come early and do a podcast. But I mean, I'm going to be here anyway.
Right. This is gonna be the green room, I assume, for it. So
I hope
If
this
we get
is in
here-
the green room. They're going to be fucking walking all the way.
Yeah, I mean, no.
well, so the
The comics are on stage.
Right.
So.
Realistically,
everyone's gonna be on.
pre-show, yeah,
Oh,
we'll
okay.
hang out probably back here pre-show.
So
but during
what-
the show, we're gonna have people a little closer to where.
What Aaron has told me is he's gonna put a door right here.
Yes.
So eventually, this is gonna be the green
Actual
room.
like walk out right out.
So you can, but
Yes.
okay, I get what you're saying. I was just using it because, I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be all hanging out here bullshitting before the show.
all right, I'll bring
But
an
during the
extra
show,
mic.
It'd be cool if we just like kind of what's it called? Like kind of had like a pre-show before the show, just like
Yeah.
kind of having people talk shit.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it is a pretty chaotic show.
Right.
You weren't at you didn't come. No, you weren't. We did it originally at Dr. Terps.
Dr. Terps.
Yeah, and from there, like the idea of the show is just pretty much pure chaos. Like the idea is there's a panel.
Okay.
The comics are up there too, and the comics can interject in these roasts. Like these two people are going at each other, but you can talk shit because there's eight comics, 9 matches. It's done bracket style,
Okay.
and we have this also thing that we try to incorporate some things from Game of Thrones. One of them we incorporated was a trial by combat.
That's awesome.
And so, say a comic does lose, then they have the chance, but it's the panel who chooses.
Their champion.
Yeah, their champion to represent them. So that person gets to come up and do two jokes, and if they win, they get one more chance. Wow.
Get back in the game.
Get back in the game.
Yeah.
But you can only use it once during the whole entire show.
Yeah.
So if you,
And the fact that you've cut out the portion where they do a set and it just goes straight to the roast, I feel like it's going to streamline it and cut out some of the chaos. Like the panel now will only be able to like chirp like after actual roast jokes and not like during their set.
Right.
Yeah,
Which was hilarious.
Yeah,
but
because originally we had it like you had like what was it? I think like we written in there, and it's like you have like 20 seconds to make the crowd laugh. If not, then we're going to interject and piss you off. And yeah. Now the comics are doing any sets. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be fun. Like June 27th. How much are tickets? Are they $10?
$10.
$10 for tickets.
Available on Eventbrite right now. You can check Twister's Comedy Club's Instagram, and they have links to all their upcoming shows, including Game of Roast, Big Rumble.
Speaking of Twister's Comedy Club, shout out to them for letting me host the podcast here. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Great
awesome.
place.
Anything
Thank
else,
you,
boys?
Aaron. Thank you, Rob.
The show's about to start, so I figured we wrap up here.
I can hear Stinky.
This
Right.
is fun. It's good seeing you again.
It's good seeing you
look
guys.
the exact same, but you know,
I don't know. The beard's throwing me off, man.
it's true. That is true. You see a little gray coming in there.
I'm
So.
going Duck Dynasty, I think.
Oh, no.
Great. You
Daniel.
start wearing fucking duck calls all the time.
I still have that show about hunting, so I gotta take.
Who's her?
Curtis agreed to do the Northern Oklahoma Wild thing, so take him out.
What is
Go
that?
Northern Oklahoma Wild. It is a hunting show that I'm gonna do.
Oh,
So.
okay.
Take some friends out, do some pew pews.
I bet you
No
guys are gonna
sundown
be doing
towns
some
or anything
pew-pews.
like that.
I don't believe you.
No,
Especially the way
it's
you
not. It's
made
not,
sure
it's
to
not.
maintain eye contact throughout that entire
No,
statement.
I'm still working on comically uncomfortable, but I have to. It's a lot more than I thought. Like there's a lot more paperwork.
Yeah, you're going to have to come up with a different
Insurance.
pitch for my episode.
I actually
if you
have to
wanna
buy
get it.
insurance for it because bull riding would be part of it. Not for you,
Of
but
course
for
not.
another comedian.
So you're going to have to get real creative to find something that I'm actually going to do.
You would be duck hunting in a blind, warm blind with a heater. You get bacon, sausage, breakfast, everything. I'm not sure yet. I'll figure it out.
So you're dropping the whole I'm going to take you to a place
A sundown
where you're
town? I'm
gonna
not.
be welcome.
No, you're not. I was never going to
duck
do
hunt.
that. That was a whole bit.
It's a southern part of
God.
Louisiana you're gonna be visiting.
It's a whole bit. I was not. But maybe Louisiana. It's good duck hunt, honestly.
I don't know, man. Fucking gators and snakes and shit.
True, I didn't think about that.
I've watched
If I
swamp
buy,
people and that
I'm
shit
buying
is
a
intense.
boat. So
Yeah.
boats.
Still, man.
5
Fucking
horsepower
gators.
motor.
That was the one thing whenever I went and performed in Louisiana with Comedic Cody and Kay Vaughn. They're way too casual about that shit, man.
About gators and shit.
Yeah, way too casual. Like,
But
this
we're
lady
pretty-
was
we're-
telling us a story. She's like, "Yeah, I was out there on my smoke break. Come out of my damn car, turn around, the gator right there coming up on my car. I said, go get, gator, get."
But that's literally
And
us
that
with
was the whole story.
But that's literally us with tornadoes.
Told that story 7
Yeah.
years.
Listen,
Man.
that's the Okie story of a tornado. I came outside
feel
my
like
house,
more-
I saw a tornado, and I was like, get.
I feel like more people have been maimed or killed by gators out there.
Took my house away.
Have been, but I don't know, man.
I'm
That's
just
one thing I
saying.
don't want ever biting.
At least if I die in a tornado, I just die quickly and don't get like my dick bitten off.
I don't know if you get killed quickly.
I don't know, man.
You enjoy
Eaten
a little
alive-
ride
eaten
until you get
alive
hit by
sounds like
something.
a bad way to go.
I'd rather
Eaten
get killed by a
alive?
tornado than eaten alive. Like,
I guess you get a fun ride before you get hit by something.
at least with a tornado, you get to fly for a second.
Yeah. Superman.
Oh, you gotta hit the post at least once. Yeah, knee up.
To a fucking,
God
wooden,
damn it.
to a fucking wooden post slam.
Exactly.
Dun, 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 dun.
Or an Escalade.
I remember reading a story about a guy who did get sucked up by a tornado, and it literally
He survived, didn't he? Yeah, I
And it
heard
threw
this.
him in the field. No, it threw him in the field, but he didn't break any bones or anything. He was just kind of fucked up.
There's
from
stories
scratches.
about cows.
That's
A
crazy.
cow gets sucked up in a tornado and is in the next county.
I think
be
that was
deadly.
just Twister, the movie.
Well, say that'd be deadly for me because say I got sucked up into a tornado and then thrown 5 miles into a field and I'm okay. I would start thinking I have powers. And I'd be like, oh fuck, I almost tapped my mutation.
God damn it.
Shoot me. Let's test this thing out.
I'm not a mutant.
Oh,
All right, that's a
just
good wrap,
tornadoes, not
guys.
bullets.
Yeah.
All right, go enjoy the open mic. I got to wrap up here.
Later, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Game of Roast, June 27th.
You're in the way. Do it again, Brandon.
Friday, 8 p.m. Game of Roast, June 27th.
All right, love you guys. Hello, Mark Trotter. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the HeleyCast. What's up, Billy Freeman?
What's going on, man? How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Hello, Marty.
Oh, hey, buddy.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Next, how are you doing? What's your real name? What's your government name? That is my first question. I'm just going to go right off the bat and go. JJ Wood.
What's up? Long time listener, first time guest. Really excited to be here.
Y'all have headphones now? You get
Yeah,
See,
I got
Healy, what year were you born? 97, 96?
95.
See, all right. Technically, you're a 90s baby, but you missed half of it.